WB and WB Games as a whole have got to be some of the stupidest people that I've ever seen work a gaming studio or gaming company in general. Like, they have no idea how to use their properties. It just came out, and people were telling me in this live stream. I was like, there's no way. I just found out this morning that WB Games Montreal is making a AAA, yeah, all their games are AAA, live service game. Oh my goodness, again? Are you serious? Oh my god. I really just cannot take this anymore, bro, with WB Games. I am so happy that we have Marvel Studios and Marvel as a whole to actually lean back on when we want comic book video games, because DC has been lacking, my guy. I mean, Suicide Squad and Gotham Knights, what have they released since, or what do they even have planned after that? A live service game and like a Rocksteady Batman game. I gotta just really break it down real quick because it's fundamentally crazy, because I know exactly what's gonna happen, right? WB Montreal and WB are gonna hear the outcry and the backlash of this news, and just like Gotham Knights, just like they did with Gotham Knights. And let me say this real quick, Gotham Knights is not a bad game. It's an okay game, right? It just needed a few more things. It needed to flow a little bit faster. If it had the Arkham combat, it would have been 10 times better. I digress. This right here is emulating what Gotham Knights did, because they wanted to be a live service game, but they kind of got cut off because of the backlash and all of the other live service games that got completely screwed during their development. And now they're going to be doing the same thing here, where they're going to be halfway through development. Everybody's going to be like, this is not what we want. And then WB is going to be like, okay, let's kind of backtrack a little bit. And now we're going to be stuck with the same type of situation where it's going to be a game that's almost like live service, but then it's going to be not really live service. And it's like, oh my god, that killed Gotham Knights. Because what do we get after Gotham Knights? We got like 2-3 DLC packs, right? Or like the Heroic Assault 1 and the Heroic Assault 2. Like Starro as a villain. I mean, like, holy cow. There is no redeeming the studio anymore. And again, like I said, Marvel is knocking it out of the park. They canceled their Black Panther game, right? But they still have the Black Panther and Captain America game. They have Marvel Rivals that's always pumping out content. People can say it's dead, but that game's doing good, bro. No matter what you say, it's making money for them, and they're charging it for free. So it's like you can't really say much about them. And then you go off and you see the Spider-Man games, and of course Insomniac and what they're doing in the future. Marvel has a future with games. DC has like this again. WB Games Montreal and Rocksteady. Those are the two studios that make their games. And like, I feel like that's it. There's no other studios that make the fucking DC games. What's wrong with these people? Just go out and look for more people to outsource your freaking IPs to, so you can make proper games and make good money. You don't need to just fall back on WB Games Montreal, who have been through hell, mind you. These people are off the freaking heels of a canceled Suicide Squad game, a canceled Batman Damian Wayne game. WB Montreal was getting screwed during Gotham Knights by WB, and now they have to do this. Who knows if this is what they want, right? It could have been a Rocksteady case where it's like Sefton Hill, and he's like, no, we're going to be making Suicide Squad, and we want to make it live service. And then ditches halfway through production. You know what I mean? Could be that case where it's like the higher up of the studio is like, okay, we want to do live service. But why? You know that people don't want this. It baffles the mind to just see the same studio make the same mistakes, the same, higher ups make the same stupid mistakes. It's like, we don't want this. Make a freaking Spider-Man-like Batman game, or Spider-Man-like Wonder Woman game, or an Arkham-like Wonder Woman game. I mean, like, we almost had it with Monolith. We almost had a Wonder Woman game that got canned, of course, but it's ridiculous. Nobody was asking. Everybody was actually asking for the opposite of this. And what does WB Games Montreal, the ones that made Arkham Origins like their only good game, oh, they're gonna do it again. They're gonna do exactly what Rocksteady failed at and what they failed at with Gotham Knights, because that was definitely going to be a live service game, and it got canned with a live service halfway through. So it's like, what are we doing here? We're running loops and circles in the same direction, which is failure. All you gotta do is make a solo fucking Batman game, bro. A 15-hour story, that's good. Arkham Origins probably did a lot better than Gotham Knights did. And it was like 6 hours, used half of Arkham City's assets, and hello, it took like 2 years to fucking make. Here, when did Gotham Knights come out? Like 2022, 2023? Like years ago. so long ago, lifetime ago. I mean, like, bro, and they're probably like 5 years away from releasing this. This isn't coming out until like 2029, 2030 at least. So it's like, man, it's ridiculous to see this studio put in this situation when they could be just making solo superhero games like Insomniac is doing. They've succeeded with Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 wasn't even the best one. People feel like they've been robbed. People literally are asking if they got scammed. I've seen a video where somebody was like, yeah, Insomniac scammed us. Which, in a way, they did. They promised us a false, bit of goods. Which is exactly what happened. But they still made a shit ton of money. That game broke records. Miles Morales is amazing too. And it was half the length of the first game. So it's like these solo superhero games with these big IPs make fucking bank. WB, dude, learn from Marvel. They got 7 of these games in the freaking books ready to go. And I'm happy that we have Marvel to fall back on, because without them, we would be shit out of luck for these comic book games. But again, it's just ridiculous to see what they're doing with the studio. And there is reports that, of course, Rocksteady is going to be doing Batman, and that's why WB Montreal isn't going to be making a Batman game. And I don't even really care. They can make a Flash game for all I care. Green Lantern is something else. But, if Rocksteady's doing Batman, that's okay with me. That's something that's really fascinating. And I'm excited to see what they're doing if it is a solo Batman game. Watch them put the Bat family in it immediately, and they're just like multiplayer and live service. You're going to get to fight 5 villains every single month. That'd be kind of cool, I'm not going to lie. But if it's in the, kind of like category of Arkham Knight, Arkham City, those types of games, if that's what Rocksteady is really falling back on, I would love it. If they do an Arkham Asylum remake, or if they just start from scratch and just make, essentially like the Modern Warfare series did with Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3, those games were kind of a lot more ass in terms of the writing than the first games. But I will say that they did a reboot in a right way, where they didn't just like kind of fall back on all, I guess they did fall back on a lot of references and stupid things like that. I hope that Arkham doesn't do that, because they have enough lore and enough categories of characters where they could just do whatever they want from scratch, and they don't have to reference the previous games, because that's not what, Batman's all about. You could just do your own Batman story. If I were to expect any release dates, I'm definitely guessing that WB Montreal is going to be sometime, like I said, 2029, 2030. Rocksteady probably around, I would say 2028 if they really push it. So that'd be nice to see if they could do a 2028 for Batman and then a live service game, whatever, in 2029, 2030. If we get Batman first, I'm happy. If we're going to be guessing about what they're doing, if it's not Batman, I don't know what they could be doing for their next game. Honestly, for a live service game, is it going to be Teen Titans? That'd be really cool, I guess, right? I mean, what other games and what other categories can they really do? I really would like a Green Lantern game. If they could do a Green Lantern game where they're doing a different emotional spectrum every month. So first, when you fight Fear, right? The base game, it's the Green Lanterns versus the Yellow Lantern Corps. And then afterwards, or maybe in between the game or somewhere scattered throughout the game, you of course get to see the different corps kind of coming in and helping you, or you. Oh, that'd be amazing. I think that would be a really good idea. And also, WB Montreal could potentially use the Nemesis system in that type of way, where you're a Green Lantern and you're flying around. I don't know how well that would work. It doesn't really say anything about multiplayer, but when it says live service, it usually means that there's going to be some form of multiplayer or online service too. So I'm guessing that it probably might be multiplayer, which would be really, really cool. I mean, imagine a Green Lantern game where you're flying around doing missions as different Green Lantern Corps and powering up. That would be pretty dope. Besides Green Lantern, if I were to think about groups, again, Teen Titans comes to mind, because that just seems like that would be a really interesting way to bring in the Justice League power set, but in a younger way, in a little bit more of an underpowered way. So you have Superboy, he has all the similar powers to Superman, just weaker. You have Flash, Kid Flash, a little bit slower. You have Robin, a little bit, you already have the Robin gameplay for Arkham, but you know what I mean, if they do new Robin gameplay, make him a monster. Make him double knee drop people from the top of buildings. I would love that. That'd be cool. So Green Lanterns, Teen Titans, that was basically it. I think those are the 2 games that I would want from them the most. Besides that, I'm really up in the air about this. I have to see it. I have to see if the gameplay's good, and if the gameplay's solid and the live service stuff is good, then I'll be happy. But I'm very hesitant about this, because WB Montreal did not do that good with Gotham Knights, and the live service name with this after Gotham Knights does not give me confidence, bro. It does not give me any hope. So we kind of have to just wait and see. I want to know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more videos in the future. You guys have been killing it with the videos, and I want to upload as much as possible. I got a few more videos that are going to be coming out throughout the week, throughout the, next couple of days. So I'd appreciate it if you guys subscribed, like this video and the other ones, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace out.